welcome to Satisfactory. My name is Nilaus. This is episode 31 of our Let's Play campaign. Right, let's see. So we're starting at the night time, so most of our construction time will be during the daytime, so that's intended. We do have a bit of an issue with the fact that it seems to be always night in this world. Something I noticed, if you look at this, while standing up here, there is a green slug that's... Okay, and a strange thing happened there. So there's a green slug right in the middle of everything, and I haven't even seen. But I'm not going to go out. We did go out last time. This is one of our paths out there. This is the one heading towards coal. I will just go over this. We are now at the top floor. The reason why I wanted to go at... Ooh, I haven't even secured these locations. Wow, where? There must be only one place I can get up. And over here is the new road. I did build this between sessions. What I have is now a... You know what? I have a... Oh, don't go there. Why did I build this? Because I know that we are going to go out there soon-ish. And I wanted to make sure that we did not have to spend endless amount of time doing this. So what I've done is this thing. This is basically a transport belt going out and a transport belt going home. And this transport belt going out is probably not going to do much. It's probably... Oops. Okay, well that kind of defeats the point of having it. Oh no. Oh, that's so awesome. Alright, let's not do silly things and head home. Right, so the point is... yeah. The point of what I wanted to show and tell was the fact that I've built this out there. So we are ready to go out and get more iron inbound. Now, that's also bringing me to another issue, and that's a consideration that I know that I've made a mistake. Well, it does happen. It actually happens too often. But anyway, what the mistake is the fact that I built this one here. This now has 3 inputs or 3 outputs. Let's see, did I get up there? No, I can get up there. So this is a brilliant location. This is where we do all our smelting. Why is that one not? Why is that one red? Oh no, now I'm getting distracted. No, Nilaus distraction. Why? What's your problem? No power? Why do you not have power? You probably never had power. Huh. Well, you do now. Well, that's why everything was felt off. Now, the point here is I have these 3 locations. They're going 1 over there for the rotables and 2 upstairs for the what's it called? The reinforced iron plates. Unfortunately, I think it's actually reinforced iron plate in the old way, isn't it? No, it is the stitched iron plates at least. Let's see. Yeah, I think this is stitched. Let's see. Why are there so many of these? Alright. However, I must admit that having 2 of these to produce reinforced iron is not... Whoops. Is not just too much, it's way too much. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to destroy the whole idea of what I had here. The whole idea being that it was perfectly balanced and all that stuff into a new world where it is not perfectly balanced. It's running at half capacity. However, it is going to be idle almost all the time. So why would I not just... why would I spend 2 full... I keep calling it, I want to call them red lines. Red belts. But I don't. I want to take this up here. So what we have now is in this location, we have now getting 120 iron ingots in per minute. And that is a beautifully empty location. The thing that we should notice is that in our our quest, as tempting as it is for us to dive straight into steel, then if we dive into steel, and this I can guarantee you, if we dive into steel, I will not be able to go back and build modular frames. Well, I will, but I won't, but because it's boring. And because of that, it's really important that I build the modular frames right now. Because if I don't build them now, then I'll never build them. And that's also kind of saying, once we have that, we have reinforced iron plates, we have rotors, we have modular frames. Those are all good. Now it's time to move on to the next thing. So, let's have a look at it. I will bring it to completion at this location. I will actually be bringing it, wait for it, down here. when it's done. I will need to move this over to that side and then bring it down on this belt. But this means this is our location where we put the finished products. Or more specifically, one of the locations, because as it just strikes me, I am kind of forgetting one thing, and that is, yeah, I'm blocking the, oh, I missed it. I'm blocking the door now. Suddenly I realize that if I only bring it down, then what happens when we need to build the next tier? Next tier being the heavy modular frames. We're going to need 5 of these. And are they coming? Where are they coming from? They are obviously going to come from this box, right? So that means from this location, I need to be able to get out to 2 locations. I don't know how. Probably need to go up one floor up, and that's probably gonna be here. So let's actually just try to prepare a bit, because that's something I have not done in the past, which is probably coming back to haunt me. So this one has to go down. This one has to go to this tile, which will most likely go up. I'm not going to build the whole tower, but I'm just going to highlight it just for myself and say, you know what, it's probably going to go up. Here. Yeah? Something like this, right? That's just indicator for me. So now what we need to do is we need to build heavy modular frames coming in here. Let's start getting some of the workshops, that one, into position number 5. This is built in. Aha! How ironic it is that in order to build the assembler, you need modular frames, and in order to make modular frames, you need the assembler. It is kind of impossible not to end up handcrafting, because yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna make it quite small. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but that's just the way it is. Is this good? No, it's not good. Now I do my alignment thing. This has no purpose except to align. That's because now I can go to this side and I can look at there. And then take this out. Because I used the blue line to make sure that it's aligned here, that I cannot see. So this one, you are going to build a modular frame. 12 reinforced plates per minute. Wow, should I get those over from the other location? Yeah, I kind of should, but I can't because I made such a mess of it. That's really unfortunate. There are some things about this where my lack of experience in the game is really showing through. So I need to build everything coming in from 120 iron ingots. So let's start going back and figure out. So if I need to build 12 and 24. 24 is definitely going to be 2 constructors. Reinforced iron plates, well, that's something, right? So that's going to be another one. I don't know. Probably not. I wanted this one to be aligned, but it wasn't. Okay, let's just figure out what we want in the mechanics. So if I do the regular reinforced plates, I only get 5, and it needs a stupid amount of screws. Uncool. If I do the stitch though, it's 15. That's half of a constructor. And the wire, if I use iron wire, then it's here. So this is 7.5, and I needed 15. Oh, that's not so good. So, well, that's 1 divided by the 2. We're definitely going to have 2 of these. Now it's just a matter of figuring out what we want, right? And these locations. So this is also going to be stitched. If I now look at this, that is, these ratios are okay. It's 7.5. Then why don't we scale this one up? And why did I not bring any of these? Too bad. Yeah, this one, if I scale this up by 25%, then I get 5 modular frames per minute. I need 15, which is exactly what I produce, and this one becomes 30, which is exactly 2 constructors. I like that. So this one has to produce at this rate. Let's have a look at what this would entail. Basically, I'm gonna take one constructor. I don't know, I'll just put it in the middle for now. That's gonna be iron plates. Oh, this delivers 15 iron plates. Whoops. Actually, that's 15. So that one has to be a dedicated. That means for each of these, I need one. Okay, so that means, let's try and make it over here, because I kind of feel that this one comes in, and then I build stuff. Let's... Yeah. I don't know. Probably like... this maybe? Is that in the middle? That's pretty much middle. So, I'm gonna make a lot of stuff. So this one is a constructor making... yeah, iron plates. So now I've used 60. Oof, not gonna add up. Not gonna add up well. And next one, nope, it's gonna be a here. So this is going to be the iron wire, 15 in, and it's 67. Okay, that is. Now I've used 75. And I need more than 2, but less than 3. Not less than 3 here. So that's now 90 I've consumed. And then the last bit. Oh dear, I see where this is going. Iron rods, another 15. That's 105. And this one. Another one. That's 120. So this one can be exactly consumed in all of this, which will go in and exactly not deliver enough, because I get 67.5, which means I will not be able to deliver exactly enough, because I'm going to be 7.5 times 2, 15 short. That's awful, isn't it? It's awful, but it's close enough-ish, right? However, I can also see that I have plenty of space, but this, what I have here, is going to consume all my products. So there is no point in making it bigger than this. One thing I would like to do is take these two items and go all the way over, these two going all the way over to the edge. Let's do that. Then we get a bit more space. Here. That one. This one is going to be, oops, iron rods. And those are the most, since I'm using alternative recipes for all of it, it is by definition better. It's not like I could get more wire by going copper. Of course, I could get more wire. I could limit the amount of iron I use by getting copper in. But I don't really like copper at this moment in time. So what I need is then take a merger. Does that go here? Yes, it does. Okay, so this one is this is going into the final one. So that's good. Now we can look at the next one. This one is going to be 67, and this one as well. So they are actually dedicated, right? They need dedicated lines. So I should build it some other way, I suppose, because I probably should build it. You know what? That might actually be different. Yeah, it might actually be the other way around. So these two are going to build not iron rods, but they're going to build exactly what is needed to fit into... Hold on, we'll just do the alignment trick. That's going to be aligned. And then I will... Let's see, where do I want it? Oh, I don't have enough space. Never mind. That one, where's the middle? The middle is here. Or I could also just say it's at least going to be aligned somewhere. Why is it not aligning? There. So that goes straight in. And this one curls and goes in. This is the stitch plates. Yes. And then I can probably maybe do some constructors as well. Didn't actually need to put this out. And this one. Build it from here, because then it's much easier to see. There. And here. So those two will feed into this one. Which means again, I can do this, and then it's aligned. So these two are now aligned. And that one is aligned, and that one curls in there. Brilliant. And there's enough room at this location to build one. We're not really using the space very effectively. That's then going to be the iron rods that we need for the last one, which will then go into a here. Now my options are actually at this point. I can either take one of these that's overscaled, or I can take two of them that are underscaled. And then, you know what? I actually feel that 2 underscaled is better at this moment. I mean, it uses less power. Not the power particularly is a concern right now. 1, 2, 3. I wonder if there's a modular frame. Oh, no! Oh, I know what I forgot. Let's actually go there immediately. You know? We did get some in the last episode. We did go out and we found some hard drives. We need to put the hard drives in. I don't even recall if I put them in and just did not claim them so that we could have a nice surprise here. No, I didn't. I should have done that first. Damn you. Damn it. Hard drive. Get one. Start it. 10 minutes. I guess we have 10 more minutes left of this episode. That one goes in. Anything else? I'll take that one and get it back out again. And those, you know, it's actually like this is better. And we get to enjoy this one. Alright, so that was a necessary thing. Because what if we get an alternative modular frame? Oh, that would be so horrible. Or nice. One or the other. Can I get 2 lanes through here? No, I cannot. I can get 1 lane through. Well, you know, it's encroaching. God damn it. Can of course get 2 lines through, because all it takes is just... Okay, that was not really necessary. That one and that one. That is obviously good enough. And then what we can do is we can just take ground floor as well. Like this. Yeah, so that's easy to get 2 lanes, because then I don't really need this one to go out. I can just go, this one will go in the bottom one. Yeah, this is gonna be a lot of these. Oops, that's definitely gonna be in 1. Alright, I like this a lot. If I can just figure out a way to make 2 of these without sort of encroaching too much. I'm gonna have that one go straight into the closer one or the further one. I don't know. First I'm gonna just align it towards the middle here. I'm gonna take the other one. Do I want it as far over in this corner as possible, or do I want it... This is probably safer. That's a bit concerning why that's what that's lined with. What's the other one lined? Let's just check. That's not correct. I thought so. There. That's what I want. This one goes out there. Probably don't need a Mark II. And these will now be downscaled. So they each produce or consume whatever the hell they can from 1. Alright, this is good. So this is basically a modular build. It just doesn't look very modular. Let's start wiring it up it looks okay. And here, this one, I will just go into... That seems like a good location. And I need to get my Mark 1 belt. No, that one's here. That one's gonna be there. So, Mark 1 belt. We are gonna do our close belts here. That one. Nope. That's not gonna be iron rods. This is gonna be wires, yeah? And this one will be the one that takes a bit longer. So that's gonna be plates. Plates can go on this, but you cannot. Because you're transporting, the best of the cases, more than 60. So this is, again, you're going there, and it's on this location, yeah? Does that, no, that looks too tight, doesn't it? No, it's just perfectly tight. That one is pretty much too tight. There. So that's good. These, I need to get them out and around here, and that means does get, I was about to say you do get some practice, but then even with practice you still make tons of mistakes. Better? Much better. Okay, and that means this is a slightly, oh, I did see it. No? There. So this one, yeah, it looks alright. And going up. Do need some verticality here. I can take that one out, I can take that one out. And this is never gonna work. Ah, got it. Bloop, 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 bloop. It's me being musical. And then I need to figure out, that's just not gonna fly. Oh, it's gonna fly. Well, fly away then. Actually, this one is much more appropriate because this one has to go above. So that has to be somewhere. That is so nice, isn't it? That is so nice. Well done. Well done, sir. Well done. Yes. That's not working, which means this one will go... Can't afford... Oh no! No worries. I'm sure we can find some iron plates in here. Idle iron plates without going to the mall. Yep. 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 That's 300. That should yip us away. These are just absolute messes I make in here. And that one. Now this goes... These two merge into a merger. And can I go straight from... Oops. What if I did from this one and in here? Would that be nice? Would it almost be nice? Well, that's almost good enough, isn't it? Is that the middle? Oh, that's also encroaching heavily. There. So, inbound. This one. it's actually going to be a problem because I would need this to be here, I guess. That's the smallest of clips ever. I know you. You're not gonna forgive me. You're gonna give me hell if I do that. How is that not a thing? Ah. I changed it. Let's see. Yes. Well, it might no. Damn it. And then I have to take these out as well. So try one more time. Not there, but one in. Yeah? Perfectly aligned, perfectly going in. Great, this is working. We're not going to do the whole taking things out. We are now going to this location. These are going to be... That one's okay. That one's okay. Iron plate, this one. Iron wire. Iron plate. Rods. Rods. And that means I need to take from here a splitter. Is this the middle? It is the middle. That means this one should be fine going in there. Yes, no problem. There. Nope. Of course I have to fill it. And that one. And the last one really should not be the case of this. Can I just jump on this one? Yes, please. There. And this is not. This has to be a Mark II. So let's do the Mark II belts first. And then we do the Mark I belts. Okay, I jumped too far. If I'm running jumping, then I jump too far. Otherwise, I jump too short. Wonderful, isn't it? Okay, so that's all the belting needed. All the recipes needed. Nope. This one, you're trying to get it to 7.5. It's not quite working. I think if I do this to 90, it might work. I think so. Now this one goes at a 90. Because 90 is 7.5 subtracted, that's 67.5, that's exactly what I have, and then this one will be slightly overbuilt, but I'm going to build this one to 65. That means this one, modular frames, is going to be, yeah, what could that be, 45 maybe? Nah. We'll just try 60 and then adjust from there. Well, what is 60? What is 10%? 10% is 3. 10% is 1.2. So 60% of this is 1.2 times 6. Why do I do these kind of things? Yeah, it's pretty close to 7.5. But it should be close to... This one will produce 7.5, so that's actually pretty close. That's all the statement you're gonna get from me. Pretty close. Damn, don't do math on stream. That's that part. We will now take power poles. Power poles, please work. How are we gonna do power poles? Basically, we can do it from here. Oh, that's gonna clip. So let's take that one in here. Good. Let's get a constructor here. That means that one goes into... And then of course we're gonna wire it up at the end. Thing is, where would be good ideas to build power ports? Maybe like this. Yep. This one goes to that corner. Makes sense. Missing cable. Missing cable. Always missing cable, right? But we can always make cables. So we make the cable and be done with it. That should give us cable spacing enough. That's done. This one move to the next. This one move to the next. This one into that. This one into that. Pretty good. And that one goes in here. So everything is now wired up. 240. That's actually quite a decent amount. And I think everything now needs to work on a 90% scale. But whatever. What are we doing? We are about to wire it up, but I'm not going to do that. I am going to jump down. No, yes. Let's figure out what the hard drive is. And wire out the next, or put in the next hard drive. So we can have that at the beginning of next episode. Having sort of a cliffhanger. What do we have? Alternate steel ingots is the most insane recipe, and it's so good that we get it before we get steel. This was exactly my point. I wanted to get steel researched, and then I wanted to get some slugs in order to get this exact recipe. This exact recipe is insanely efficient compared to the normal one. So thank you. That is great. That means we can start making steel from the correct recipe immediately instead of having to redo it. I love it, and steel is on the not too distant future of this series. It's gonna be a good thing that we make. We have the coal coming in for it. Oh no! Oh, that was just way too close. All right, I'm gonna wire this one up, or not wire, but belt it up. There. Boom, sweet. It goes in. And I have plenty of room in this one. Maybe even to the point where I could have done something else. Okay, let's see. Ah, come on. Let's get one on top of one of these just to see if things are working. Yeah? Okay, so we have some iron rods coming out. We're starting to get the next ones. That's some iron plates coming in here. You need iron plates. You need 15 and 75, but you're set to... It's so weird that this one is... What if I did this? That? Yeah, 6.75 per minute. That one has to be adjusted towards getting exactly the same. 7.2. $55. And this should change. There. I'm gonna go with a 60. Let's go with 60 on these. That's fine. There. 2.4. So it's slightly less than what we need. How's this one doing? It's getting closer. It's getting closer. This is producing all it can. These ones will be naturally kind of at the end, so not getting as much as they'd like. But it's good. It's working, I guess. I want to see the whole process coming through. And what about up here? Oh, right. Well, that's not gonna work. Ha! That's kind of silly, isn't it? kind of forgot to wire these on. I don't know why I did not do this. Well, it's not going to make much of a difference because these are not producing very fast, but when they produce, they get 3 of them out. So this should be not having any problems getting in there in time. And the iron rods will be overproduced in this scenario, which is fine. I mean, it's just going to be stacking up on the belt, and once it's done, it's going to be fine. So this one is 7.2. It's obviously too much, but 55 is too little, 58 maybe, but whatever. It's also 14.4, so it will stack up. When this one's full and that one's full, it's going to take a while, but when that happens, how are we doing here? Hey, look at that. I'm actually producing modular frames now. There we go. That's a modular frame. Can I jump? Oh, I can jump. I can jump. Alright, so that's going to be yet another build completed. Or maybe we should actually just look at it like this. So we get to see one of those coming out. Great. Thank you for joining. That was well, a bit over time, but I think it's easy sometimes if I want to design and I want to build the whole thing all in one. So that's going to be good. When you get back next time, we have now completed all of the iron, sort of the tier 2 products, and it might be time for us to start going out and looking at the steel. Wouldn't that be interesting? Hope you like this series. If you do, hit that like button, share with your friends, share with someone if you want to get some more traction in this series, if at all possible. The views are a bit low, but that's yeah, considering how much time I actually spent on this base. Anyway, thank you very much for joining. I really appreciate that you are watching and viewing and liking, and I will see you guys next time. Until next time, stay effective.